It's time for Fridays with AI, where we ask AI to rewrite Philly sports history. Every Friday, only on This Day in Philly Sports History.
That's right. It is time for Fridays with AI, brought to you as always by Philly Goat. Philly Goat's making some news. They were listed in the newspaper yesterday as one of the top places to get your Philly sports apparel. Go see what the hype is about. Go to Philly Goat. Use that promo code Jim Montgomery to take 10% off of your order. And just browse their whole site, man. There is a ton of great shirts. They got you covered for all the sports. Red October. Get on the Red October Express, baby. Get your Philly Goat. Use the promo code Jim Montgomery. Take 10% off, and you won't be disappointed. All right, so going to switch gears to the Eagles here a little bit. And I mean, the comparisons have already started. If you follow social media, if you listen to sports talk radio, you're starting to see, well, they're winning with smoke and mirrors, just like they did in 2023, and we saw how that came out. And first of all, I'm going to go on record. There's no way this team is going to go through, barring catastrophic injuries, this team is not going to do that same type of collapse that they had, mainly because they went through it, came out the other side, and won a Super Bowl. This team is just built different. They have the calluses on their skin from the 2023 season. But I've heard enough people talk about it. So in order to avoid that, I figured when AI showed up at my door yesterday, I said, maybe I'll ask AI, what advice would the 2023 Eagles give to this 2025 Eagles? AI said, I got you. So here we go. So what advice would that 2023 team give to this year's Eagles team? And the first piece of advice AI said was protect Jalen from himself. Jalen will bring it all upon himself, will put the team on his back when need to. It's not sustainable. Everyone needs to contribute. It's great for games like how it was last Sunday, but Jalen needs to not have to put the team on his back. So everybody needs to contribute it and do those part. Kind of liken it to the old Bill Belichick, do your job. If everybody does their job, this team will be fine. Second piece of advice, balance the playbook. Don't become too reliant on one or the other. It worked out well last year being run heavy, but Jalen was able to pick his poison and really get the passing game going when needed to complement the running game. If you remember back in 2023, it was strictly a passing game where they just looked out of sync. They were calling the same plays. So balance the playbook, AI says. 3, fix communication issues before they break. And I think they do a good job with that. I think over the past 2 years, the communication, whether it's AJ and Jalen and Nick Sirianni, AJ and Sirianni defensively, I think they have things in place due in large part to that collapse of 23. But AI says fix the communication issues before they break. Fourth piece of advice, trust in Vic Fangio. If you remember, that 2023 defense was a hot mess. You had Sean Desai. Then it was Matt Patricia. Guys didn't know what the scheme was, what to do. Trust that Vic Fangio has been around. Vic Fangio has seen a lot, and let him do his thing. Basically, let Vic be Vic. That was the fourth piece of advice. Fifth piece of advice, easier said than done. Stay healthy and fresh. Well, you can't really predict injuries, but don't overwork guys, and that goes back to the balanced playbook. Don't run Saquon into the ground. Keep him fresh. Rotate guys in, whether that be A.J. Dillon, Tank Bigsby, whoever. Make sure you guys are healthy and fresh down the stretch. Give guys days off in practice if they need it. Tone back the intensity of practice, things like that. And then the final piece of advice, which I think they have, name the team leaders and then have them be the go-to people when adversity happens. So don't have everybody saying their own piece. Trusting guys like Lane, Jalen, AJ, Devontae. Trust that those guys, Jordan Mailata, let them handle and be the voices when and if things start to go south. But I don't think that's bad advice. I think a lot of those things are already in place. And I do think the fact that they lived through the 2023 season and came out the other side better because of it bodes well for this team. So AI, thank you for the advice. I will pass it on to the 2025 Eagles. But let me know your thoughts on, in all seriousness, we've had some fun with Fridays with AI today. But let me know your thoughts on the comparisons. Is it justified? Is it fair? I guess you could say it's justified based on the fact that we were, 10-1 at one point in that season. But it never looked and felt like a good 10-1. We're 3-0 right now. There are some positives, more positives, I think, with this 3-0 than there were in 2023. Maybe I'm putting my Eagle midnight green glasses on and drinking the Kool-Aid, but I don't know if it's justified. I definitely don't think it's fair to compare them because that team was coming off a Super Bowl loss. This team is coming off a Super Bowl win. Top to bottom, as far as talent, they certainly are one of the top 3 talented teams in the NFL. But let me know your thoughts on the Back to the Future voice and text line, 267-495-8531. Get that anything else Philly sports related off of your chest. And as a bonus, I did ask AI to look into the future and was like, hey, AI, Phillies don't really have much to play for this weekend except for possibly Kyle Schwarber breaking Ryan Howard's single season home run record. Give your best prediction. AI thinks he ties it. AI thinks he hits 2 home runs this weekend, ties Ryan Howard with 58. It will be must-watch TV. Now, he could break the record tonight, too. But that is Fridays with AI, brought to you by Philly Goat. Go to phillygoat.com. Use the promo code Jim Montgomery to take 10% off of your order and see what all the hype is about.